I guess it's just me because my friend has been having some technical difficulties. So hey y'all, hey, come on in the room. How y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome. This wasn't supposed to be a real thing today because my dear good friend, her internet is going in and out. So I don't know how long we're gonna be up here. We came to discuss the events of last weekend and some of the shit that happened during the week. We actually should have just put this shit off until tomorrow because we went back and forth about, okay, we should do this, maybe we should not. So my good friend is not here right now. She probably watching, but she's not here because she's having some difficulties, and I'm not gonna do this show without her. So I'm gonna give her a few more minutes. I guess she's probably gonna call me or text me something here in a second. Um, but shout out to everybody that's here. I'm gonna have to fill in for my friend. Hey, Writing Yogi, Mr. Mont, Pablo Escobar. Hey, Mr. Harvey and Aunt Linda. Frank from the Land. Hey, Karma Girl. TZ Frank. Hey, Bumpy. All y'all, come on in the room. Look, I did it. I did it. I'm done. I'm done. I done gave all that I can give.
Friend, you better come through in the clutch. Listen, y'all, before we have any more technical difficulties, let me just, I don't know if my friend told y'all I need to be drinking what she's drinking right now because this internet service is sending me right now. AT&T is on some BS. Oh, y'all do not know the last hour, let's see, 2 hours have been so painful, but we are here, okay? We are here and we are going to be here until AT&T says otherwise. Thank y'all so much for coming on in the room. I was playing seesaw with y'all today. We were playing seesaw.
Well, AT&T was playing seesaw with y'all. I wouldn't know nothing about it because I've been on the road back and forth on my job today. So she been struggling. She called me last minute and was like, "Oh, yep, we got a little problem." So it looked like what may happen for real, because it looks like she might keep doing this. We might end this out and then run this back tomorrow a little earlier. Friend, you back? Oh, okay, you moving. You moving. Okay, you moving. All right. All right. Maybe not, y'all. Maybe not.
That gum AT&T. Anyway, listen, if this does this again, y'all, we just gonna have to see y'all on the flip flop because it's late and we can't keep doing this. But since we are up right now, we know all y'all in here want to hear what we got to say about what happened this past weekend. Friend, what you got? Because you know they came in here because I done read a couple of bum squads. I see you, Joe Townsend. How you feel about what happened this weekend?
Where you want to start? You want to start with Deontay and lead up with? Let's start with Deontay.
Let's start with the big dog.
I'm proud of y'all. I'm glad that you got the little win that you were expecting to win. He needed that huge confidence booster. The people were supporting him. It was good to see his people out there. I'm not gonna throw no shade today. Uh, Maybe. um, but no. I have my own reservations about this. But then I got to thinking and reading up on some stuff, and I ain't gonna say I felt bad for the things that I was saying, I was thinking, but I didn't feel good about them neither. And I don't want to say what I was originally saying, which was Helena's took a dive. Because I've never been punched in the face by a big old man like that. So with that being said, I took those words right out of my vocabulary and threw them in the trash real quick because I've never experienced that type of hit to the face or what it could do to me. So with that being said, I can't say that. I'm proud of him. He won. We'll see what the next one look like. He didn't get an opportunity to showcase whatever he's learned that Malik has showed him. So I'm going to wait and see what he's taught him. But I'm proud that he won.
Look at your friend being all grown up and stuff, putting your petty McFreddy to the side. I'm so very proud of you. And then sipping the wine. Listen, I was very happy for Deontay Wilder. I was extremely happy for him. I agree with you. I think that was a huge confidence builder coming after his last few fights. I think that was very much needed for him. Um, as you said, as you stated, didn't get a. I never thought it was a. I never thought Helenius took a dive. I thought he got hit and he just, crumbled up like most folks do. They get hit flush by Wilder. They crumble up. That's just, it's hard to really wrap your mind around the fact that a man that thin and slender has that much power, but it is just a God-given trait. He has Thor in those fists, and for most folks, they just ain't getting up. So I'm very proud of him for that. This was a fight where we didn't really get to see him implement the things that Malik has helped him with, because it was over so fast. It was over really fast. I don't even know if Helenius was able to hit him. I don't even know if he connected on any punches before he was before he was floored. So we didn't get to see any of his new techniques being put into use. He looked like vintage Wilder. And so I'm very excited for him. He seems to be very excited to be back. His fans are ecstatic for him to be back. I mean, bomb squad, bomb squad. I can't say it like y'all said. I won't even try. But I'm very, very happy for him. I'm even more happy for his fans, I believe, than I am for him. Because he's a boxer. He's going to take it on the chin either way. But, baby, the fans of Deontay Wilder, y'all are a special bunch. And I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Deontay, but I ain't the kind of fan that y'all are. So I'm happy for y'all. I really am happy for y'all. Go ahead, friend.
I was right about the freaky fighter, though. I was absolutely 100% right about the freaky fighter. And Malik then rubbed off on him. And I'm not even going to say what I saw or what he did, but I was right a lot this weekend. I was right about the freaky fighter. Mr. Kinky Killer is something else. Is you froze or are you looking away? Is you froze? Huh? Oh no, they let me freeze at the wrong time. I don't know.
Hi.
The Kinky Killer. Oh, you back. Oh, you back just in time. Because, baby, I was fixing to let loose. The Kinky Killer. That's his new name from here on out. The Kinky Killer. Yep.
I saw it.
I know you did.
Yeah, I did. I did. Hey, it worked this fight for him. Congratulations. Like you said, I ain't throwing no shade. Congratulations. I'm glad he got that victory. There was another fight on that card, though, that was a wee bit more interesting than that fight was. Actually, two. I was very, very sad to see young Gary Antonio get beat the way he got beat the beat. Did you see that?
I got choked up because I couldn't wait to talk about this. One of them Russells is not like the other. And I said this a long time ago. I very much so did say that one of these Russells are not like the other. And that smallest Russell, he gives that he cried when they were fighting. Cried. I know. Yeah, he's a crybaby. You can look at him and tell. He ain't the lyrical assassin like his brothers. He is different. Yes, Karma, you're right. He is the Tito of the family.
Karma.
Why did you say that? Because it's so accurate. It's so accurate.
Oh my God. He is Tito.
He is Tito. He ain't nothing like his brothers. Like, he don't listen well. Goddamn Gary kept telling him what not to do. And he kept doing the same thing over and over. And Mr. Gary said, "You need to calm down." He was like, "Fuck it, I can't be calm today. Let me go out here." And then he had on a brand new pair of Jordan 11s. Like, okay, I'm a sneaker freak. I like a shoe. I like a good shoe. Okay, you can't fight in them fresh out the box. Cause for one, your feet hurting.
You can't do nothing with them fresh out the box except walk a few little steps and try to break them in, but definitely nothing athletic.
No, no. I mean, he beat that boy from here, there, and everywhere. And you know what? It's something by his head that he can't keep still. Cause that's the second time he done headbutt that boy and almost ended his career. That goddamn cranium is big is for him to be ending careers off a headbutt.
Look, first of all, I think Rodriguez came in pissed off about the initial headbutt, okay, from the first fight. I think he came in pissed off from that, and he was whooping up on him like he was pissed off from previous encounters. Um, Rodriguez, so listen, Rodriguez is a former champion. Let's start there. And he got beat up. And I know a lot of y'all, a lot of people try to shit on in a way, Monster in a way. Monster can fight. I mean, I don't know what the fuck else at this point y'all want to see from Monster, but Monster can fight. Monster beat the shit out of Rodriguez and took his belt. I think that's his only loss was against Monster, and Monster knocked him out. Um, yeah, so I don't know exactly what else it is y'all want for Monster to do, but Monster can fight. Monster made him look silly, and he in turn came in and he fought Russell like he was seeking revenge off of Monster. It was really ugly. He could not get out of the way of that man's right hand. That man had a home for that right hand all night long. I mean, all night, like
And then when
Lionel Richie
knocked
all night long.
did you see him knock him down, friend? When he knocked him down, he couldn't even get his shit together. I was like, this is over.
Listen, why did they let that boy keep fighting? That should have been it. I was a little bit mad at Gary for allowing that. And the referee was on some bullshit. Because what other minute was he talking about?
Give him his minute. That's what he said. Give him his minute. Wasn't no bell. But you know what? We were watching the fight. I heard a bell ring.
I did too.
Yeah, when they did the replay. So I don't know what they were talking about. The ref heard the bell. We heard.
That whole scenario was all jacked up to me. But I'm in agreement with you, friend. We ain't gonna stay any long because you know my service is cutting up and acting a fool. But definitely one of those Russells is doing his own thing, and I have to agree with Karma Serene. He real Tito-ish to me. And I mean, while we talking about them in that last fight from Gary Antoine, he couldn't seem to get out the way of that right hand either. They need to work on that. I don't know what that is, but that right hand has been the kryptonite for these last fights for the Russells. Okay, y'all work on that in the gym. Okay. So the other fight on that card, fed him to the wolves. The other fight on that card that probably was fight of the night on that card, friend, you spoke of this fight extensively on our last show last Friday. And I have to know how you feel about the outcome of that fight and the aftermath, the celebration from Caleb Plant. Go ahead. Let us know.
I was ecstatic. Not just a little bit of happy. I was ecstatic that he got knocked the fuck out. And it happened in the manner that I said I wanted to see it in, exactly like that. Stretch that boy out like a patient. And when he knocked him out, like Anthony fought a good fight, like I said he was gonna do. He was gonna get in there and try to beat up on Caleb because, like you said, he was mad because Caleb got to fight Canelo and he didn't. So now I gotta go ahead and beat him up because my mouth is bigger than the ass that my check couldn't cash. So, like, hey, It is what it is. But when he knocked him out, friend, when he stretched him out, baby, I said, "Oh, you know what? Where's wife?" I was looking with panning around, looking at all the cameras. I wanted her to cry.
Did you see her?
I,
Because I didn't see her.
I didn't see her. Hope she knew not to come to that fight. Everybody knew not. She knew. She knew. Y'all know folks watch us. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this shit. I wanted her to be in that goddamn on the front row, boo-hooing, howling, bawling. I wanted her to be crying like Big Ortiz kids be crying. That's how I wanted her to cry, like Big Ortiz's kids. And
I'm gonna tell you.
I know I got my wish.
Yeah, she cried and he cried too. After he got up and cleared his head and watched the replay, after all the good shit he talked, I know he shed a tear when he saw himself like that. Friend,
Listen,
he was
he was stiff for about 2 seconds. That like I wanted him to be. I actually wanted them doctors to get in there have to wake his ass up. That's what I really wanted.
didn't
But
they? They almost did, didn't they?
they almost did. They had to get in there on him, but they didn't have to wake him up. He was awake. He was awake.
It was
He was
bad.
just gonna get up quickly. He had to think about what the fuck had happened. Got up there and said, "I ain't gonna let no white boy beat me." And that shit came back. You is not Devin Haney. You can't use them words if you ain't Devin Haney. I ain't gonna let that white boy beat me.
But then had the audacity to try to say if anybody could find where I said that
Don't you know I had the audio? I was in my office and I couldn't upload it fast enough. I had him tagged into it and everything. I want my 10 racks.
Now he know folks was gonna find that.
Yeah. You never guess who the first person to find. That's how I said I'll be talking about these people real bad. The person that found it don't know the difference between ER and ICU. Because of a car wreck. I'll let y'all put the rest of it together.
All right then. Okay, well.
But he got stretched, yes, by the white boy. And the fight reaction, the knockout reaction, I was there for that shit. I want Errol to dig Bud into a ditch so deep that they have to get him. Two people gonna need to pick him up and wrestle him out from digging that goddamn ditch. And let me tell you, we ain't in high school no more. This ain't high school sports. This ain't college sports. We get to celebrate around this bitch. Harvey Dye.
I didn't like the referee stopping him.
I was like, Harvey, what you doing? Because get your ass out of here. Because it's a grown goddamn man trying to tell him not to fucking celebrate. Move. Let him dig this guy. He was digging that ditch deep too, friend. He was still mad as he was digging. Like, goddamn, Caleb, you didn't already put him on the map. Please stop.
Listen,
please stop.
For all, I'm sorry, friend. For all of the things that he didn't say during the build-up, because he bit his tongue a lot. Caleb did. He brought his petty ass out there in a shirt that says, "You don't know me to hate me." But after he knocked this man clean, smooth the hell out, he put on a shirt that says, "But now you do." That's my kind of pettiness. And I'm not really petty, but that's my kind of good shit talking. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just put this on. I'm gonna dig this dirt. I'm gonna put you in this dirt. And then I'm gonna tell you now, I've given you a reason for all that built up angst and anger that you had. I've given you a reason for it to be directed right at me. Because I done laid you out in front of all these people after you done all that talking. Now they got to give you some smelling salt. Now you got to pick your ass up off the pavement. Now you got to go home and tell your kids daddy's sorry. Now you got to go home and look at your wife in her eyeballs and say, "I told you I was ready to stop." You know, you got to do all of that now because you got beat by a white boy.
Oh, he'll be back. She's not done. That wasn't good enough for her. I'll give him a couple of months. When Anthony Darrell announced that fight, don't say I didn't told y'all so. That wasn't good enough for her.
Friend, she want him to die. If that ain't good enough.
She wants him Apollo created. And what other way than to legally get your man Apollo created, than to know what he does for a living and not force him to stop when it's time to end. She wants him Apollo created with a capital D on the end of that, Apollo created.
No, no,
Yes,
ma'am. No,
he
no.
comes back.
He better not.
That was not. Listen, the video he made today let me know. I mean, the what about him talking about 10 grand? Whoever found that video, that let me know he still got too much about himself in him. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Sit down, sir.
He
Sit down,
ain't.
sir.
It's her. Don't quit talking to him. It's her. She really wears the pants.
Ma'am, sit him down. Sit him down. Sit him.
She
He
wears.
was already sat down. Stay down. Stay down. Okay. Stay down there. Don't you get in the, don't you do that. Don't you do it no
She
more.
wears the thick cushion socks with the steel toe boots, friend. She is the man of the home.
I'm gonna need him to put his britches on and say no.
And she wearing them.
Stop in the name of love, okay? I'm gonna need them to stop because that is just too much. And I did see that where Caleb, old slick ass, talking about he was burying the beef. Boy, shut up. Shut your ass up. We know what you was doing. See, that's why motherfuckers don't like him. That's why people say folks don't like him. We
It's
know what you
because
was doing.
he's a writer.
I was burying the beef. You said you ain't had no beef. Just gonna
Shit,
put him
he
in
was
the dirt.
burying it more than the beef. Cause he was digging that goddamn ditch like it was new and fresh, and he just really killed somebody that he hates.
Didn't he? Didn't he?
He
Didn't he? Yeah.
he can't
Yeah.
help himself.
Yeah.
It's the writer in him.
Child. Well,
Place that I and the T with an I and a G. It's the
honey.
writer in him.
Bye, friend. I'm not with you tonight. I'm not. I'm not. Not.
We're not playing Wheel of Fortune. Everybody guessed it last week. He's the writer.
I'm
I
not.
don't
I'm
know.
not.
He's a writer that uses the word fat entirely too much. But he's not a writer with a T. He's a writer with a G.
Alrighty, so we're moving right on along. I'm not in agreement with that, ma'am. I'm not in agreement with that. I like Caleb. And I think this was a very good win for Caleb as well. I think this was a really good confidence booster. Like all bullshit aside, whatever he's doing with his new trainer seems like he's found some power. I know he's still working with Larry Wade, but baby, I don't think in previous fights that punch would have landed and put somebody down the way it did him. Go ahead, friend.
No, it's not a power.
What is
It's
it?
not power.
What
It's
is
not
it?
what it is.
What is it?
He just had a baby, right? He
Mm-hmm.
got to wait 6 weeks. It's been about, plus he been in camp. That wasn't power. He had some other
Build up.
issues
Build
going
up.
on.
Build up. A little build
Very,
up.
very much so.
Okay. All right. Well. So we'll go. That was the PBC card. That was the gist of the PBC card. But there were several. So do you want to go to Australia or do you want to go to London?
Let's go. Let's leave London last.
Okay, we'll go to Australia.
Yeah.
Australia is very interesting because we were very concerned the last time we talked to y'all. Last time we talked to y'all, we were extremely concerned about one Devin Haney. We saw him in the weigh-in and he looked very frail. He looked very thin, and it wasn't a healthy looking weight cut for 135 pounds. We've seen Devin do it before, and I don't think I've ever seen him look the way he looked on Friday. However, being the professional that he is, he came into the ring on Saturday. Still didn't look the best to me. Still looked a little frail. He was rehydrated, but he came in and he put on an even better performance this time than he did the first time. George had nothing. I mean, when I say Whitney Houston, I have nothing, he had nothing. George had nothing for Devin Haney. Absolutely nothing. This time, Devin decided he was going to use it and showcase his right hand against George. George was in there playing hokey pokey. He was putting his left foot in and taking it out. And then he was putting his right foot in. And then he was taking it out. And he was just going all over the place and wiggling it all over. And it just looked crazy in there. He was doing too much moving. He looked like somebody who was a myth Australian to me. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me. Friend, thank you, Andre Styles. Devin beat the Emperor like he stole something. Yes, he did. Friend, what did you think about the fight in Australia? How did you feel about young Devin? And where does he go from here?
The catalytic converter thief. I was so afraid for that young man. Because it got to the point in the fight where I happened just to look him over real good, and he had a little hole in his head that had turned into a really big hole. And by the time Devin was done, that damn hole was about that big. I don't ever want to see him beat up nobody else like that. Maybe George Kambosos had just snorted up too much coke in the meantime and messed up his insides to where he bruised and bled and couldn't do anything easy. Who knows? I don't want to see Devin beat up nobody like that. I would rather him just see him go ahead and knock him out than to like torture him like that. Just get it over with. He beat that boy into full-blown respect. After the fight, his ass was just smiling. He was just smiling. He hugged Devin more than once. He hugged Bill more than once. Thank you for this ass whooping, sir. I guarantee you he didn't kick the meth. The meth is done.
He was just
I
ready.
get about, huh?
He was just ready for it to be over.
Ready for that shit to be over, friend. His head throbbed into probably yesterday. I don't know what they closed that damn hole up in his head with, but they had to put a little fence on that bitch and like a little patch. Unless, that's gonna have to grow over on its own. I don't know what. There ain't nothing. You can't sew that up. It's open. They're gonna have to let that shrink up and close up on his own. That he beat. He just bleeding. He just bleeding. And I don't like to see no bloody mess like that. Devin looked great. It got to a point where I wanted him to knock him out, but he's fuck it. I wanted to play with my food. I'm gonna beat you worse than what I did the last time. And I want these people to see how fucking good I am. Like, I got a question.
Yes.
When did you start counting clinches in a fight?
Listen, so when I watched the fight and I watched the English televised version. And so I did not hear the ESPN commentary, and I'm so happy that I did not. I typically, when I have to listen to them, I will mute them because they are so ridiculous. But this is my thing. If you gonna be a bitch about it and count clinches, why you not counting both boxers clinches? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And the reason why I get so upset with the two particular ex-boxers is because they are ex-boxers and they know that clinching is a part of the sport, especially Andre Ward. He knows all too well that clinching is a part of the sport. Why are y'all on there acting like this guy is doing something wrong? Number one, why are y'all on there not telling the viewers who don't know no better that this is a part of boxing? Why are y'all on there sabotaging your own boxer? Because I know that there are some boxers on Top Rank that those two go out of their way to suck on next, to yank they, to lick their. You know, certain ones they do that for. So what is your issue with Devin Haney? That's what I want to know. He's on top rank right now. So I expect you to give him the same respect and the same meat grabbing that you're giving the rest of the boxers that box on top rank. That's what I would expect. Like if I were Bill and I were there, I wouldn't have much to say to them two motherfuckers if I saw them in person. Like not nothing to say to these fuckers if I saw them in person, cause they dead ass wrong for that. Like dead ass wrong. And it wasn't even just Dev. They was on that bullshit with Clarissa, but we'll get to that later. I didn't like that. I don't like how they do that. I don't like it at all. And they need to stop that.
They're paying them a little extra on the side to shit on the black boxes because their commentary is always different. And no tea, no shade. Y'all know we fuck with everybody over here. Everybody.
We do. So,
but it's them, especially those two. They're specifically hard on black boxers. Everybody except for goddamn Budrick. They be up the Budrick, mouth wide open, throat ready.
I don't like that. I didn't appreciate the commentary. I didn't like that. I don't know whose decision it was to have a clinch stat. I don't know whose decision that was. I mean, are we gonna start having the stats on how many punches folks missed? Because George was throwing and not hitting shit. Where's the stat for that? Okay, y'all stop that over there at the ESPN desk. All right, especially you two. I'm talking directly to Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley. Do better.
Buckstorm Bradley.
Yeah, do better. Do better. Do better. Because that was horrible. That was just awful. But kudos to Devin. He did what I knew he could. I am super excited. Now, I was a little nervous because I heard him after the fight saying he's gonna go back with his team and see, if it's feasible for him to fight at 135. Like I said Friday, let that be your last fight at 135. I don't give a damn about Lomachenko being down there. I don't care. I don't care. He didn't care about you when you had that WBC belt, and he was calling himself undisputed, lying to the general population. He doesn't get that. Lay them belts down and let the rest of them fight for that. Don't do that. Don't do that no more.
I can't give Timothy Bradley credit for shit because he started this whole side of the street shit, and everybody be trying to blame it on Errol. He started that shit to not fight Errol. And y'all hate Errol so much, but Timothy Bradley did not, I repeat, did not want to fight Errol Spence Jr. He did not. He retired to do the little shitty commentary that you see today to keep from fighting that man. But y'all keep listening to Tim Bradley. He's a joke.
Big joke.
And I don't like the way he looked because every time he have on little fucking suits, it look like he ain't got on no pants. I told BJ Saturday, I say, don't he look like he ain't got no pants? BJ say, he do look like he's just sitting there in some basketball shorts. I said, no, plumber draws. He wear plumber draws. Sorry.
And I can't even say that I disagree. I can't. King Larry 5, thank you so much for coming through. He says, hey, ladies, stopping through, showing some love. Shout out to the Michigan women, Dev and Wilder. Yes, we're going to get to London in just a second. Also, thank you so much, MDK251 Jr. We appreciate you coming through. So, yeah. I want Devin to go ahead and move up to 140. I do not want him back at 135. I just don't. I don't.
There ain't nothing left at 135 but and Tank is an option because they can fight at 140. Only person that's left at 135 is Ryan Garcia.
No, Ryan is at 140.
Oh, he went up. Oh, I forgot.
Yes,
He made him
yes.
big. Okay.
Yeah, the only somebodies that's down at 135 are Lomachenko and Tank Davis. And Tank has shown us that he has no problem going to
Okay.
140.
So you know what? If I was Devin, I'd drop them fucking belts and make Loma fight for all of them.
Me too. Y'all can all fight over him.
Yep.
Because you clearly didn't want to fight me. So yeah, y'all can scramble for him. I dropped the Mo's on the belt and I torched that Ring magazine belt and send them ashes in the mail. That's what I would do. That's just me. That's what I would do. So look, what do you want to see Devin do? You want to see him move to 140? Yes.
I want. I don't want to see. I don't want to see the face that I saw. No more.
Yeah.
And that's that. If I didn't see that face, I wouldn't care about him making maybe 2 or 3 more fights at 135. That face I saw last week, that's a no for me.
Yeah.
People was calling him what's the character that Fire Marshal Bill? They were calling him Fire Marshal Bill. I got so mad when I seen that shit because that's my son. That's my boy. But they were right. He wasn't right. He wasn't right. I don't never want to see that shit again. Never again.
Yeah. I didn't like that either. I didn't like that. Now, I know people were saying, well, if he can get a nutritionist, maybe, it'll be a better weight cut and all that kind of stuff.
It's just no, it's done. It's done. It's just a wrap. Some people are small. Some people are naturally able to walk around at 147 pounds their whole entire life. Some people can walk around at 140 pounds their whole no. That's not normal for normal people.
No.
You gain weight, you lose weight, you gain it back, you lose it back. But no, that's enough.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either. I love Devin though, so whatever he chooses to do, I'm gonna ride. But I just don't think it's a good idea. I really don't think it's a good idea. And there are belts available at 140 for him to go snatch right on up. So I if I were making the decision, I would say move on up, young man, move on up. So we have London to discuss, and there was a lot, quite a bit. It was a ladies' night weekend. The ladies actually started off our Saturday fight card, started it off with a huge bang. Talk about probably the best DeVoe boxer in the family. Daniel DeVoe's sister was also on that undercard, and I got a chance to watch her fight. I didn't see it on the day of, but I got a chance to go back and watch her fight. And baby, the way she hit that girl in her side and crunched her over, whew, my rib cage still hurts from watching that. That lady just laid on them ropes and let her beat her all upside the head, y'all. She couldn't move. She was immobile. She was just laid on the ropes because she took a vicious, vicious body shot. It's like she cut her. She just, it hurt so bad. Friend, how do you say now? She's still a contender. She's wide punching. She needs to tighten that up, but I think we're looking at a future monster, friend. How do you feel about Mr. Bo?
100% better than her brother. 100. She moves. She got head movement. She got feet movement. She really is like a total package, and she's strong. She hit that girl in the body, and you saw that whole girl body just do like this. That's right, baby. Tell them what it is.
I agree, VJ. I agree.
They know. They know. We literally the shit for real, for real. Huh. I call hey, I call my sister every day. Don't let them know that they don't know you, because every day it's some shit where people then mention something to us and they be like, "How would you know to talk to them? How would you know?" Because they know. But no, she is 100% better than her brother. I can't wait to see what's in store for her. She it. And like I said, she's strong and she got them fucked up knuckles. So I already know she was street fighting before she got into boxing. Them knuckles is bare. It look like somebody got the skin off them damn knuckles and just ripped them bitches off. She got smooth, pretty skin on her hands. The knuckles is white. She be
Oh,
punching trees
oh,
in the backyard and shit.
oh
Them
no.
knuckles is dusty.
Well, I was reading when I was watching the replay of it, I was looking at some of the comments, and one of the comments stood out to me. And I said, man, that would be very interesting if that combination could happen. Like, she's real young right now and still, learning, but her style is very much reminiscent of a Derek James boxer. And if she could some kind of way, and I don't know if Derek trains women or not, I don't know. I think Derek just trains boxers. If you could fight, he'll train you. If she could some kind of way, her natural style of boxing fits right in with what Derek James teaches. If she could some kind of way get over here and get in that gym just for a little while, she's already gonna be a problem, I believe, but I think that would send her to another stratosphere. So you UK folks, if you're listening, my recommendation is that the young Dubois, what is her name, Christina, I want to say Christina Dubois, I'm not sure her first name, Caroline Dubois. Caroline, try to make your way to Dallas, Texas, and find Derek James. I think you guys would be a wonderful combination. Okay, I really do. Um, Now the other fights that were on that card, I was wrong in three of my picks. Now I knew one of my picks was gonna be wrong. I kind of knew, my heart knew, my head knew that Caleb Plant was gonna beat Anthony Durrell, but I didn't know he was gonna knock him out like that. So I went with the upset and picked Durrell. I knew better. I also should have done better research on Rodriguez, on Emmanuel Rodriguez, who beat up on Gary Antonio. I didn't know he was gonna beat him up like that. Now, this other fight that I picked wrong in, it was really a 50-50 fight. And I watched that fight. I have not watched it again. But when I watched the fight, I thought it was a draw. But Miss Alicia Baumgartner came to the O2 Arena. She came out big stepping. I loved her outfit. It was really cute. It was really athletic and still really cute and sexy. She came out giving her what she was given, dancing and whatnot. And my friend texted me. She said, hey, she doing all of this. She better win. And she did. I thought it was a very close fight. I was not upset with the decision. I feel like it could have gone either way. In my perfect world, it would have been a draw and we would have gotten to see it all over again. Friend, how did you see that fight going? What did you think? How do you feel?
That goddamn Alicia is different. She different. I'm gonna give that girl her credit. She legit. And and I do believe that she gonna be the one, and they gonna have a hard time taking her down because she's so fucking confident. It's gonna take a lot to break that goddamn confidence down. You're gonna have to go in there and literally hit her in the back of the head with a brick right here. That's the only way she gonna respect somebody, because she ain't got no respect for nobody but herself, and she's gonna make you respect her. and she did a great job. She did a very, very, very good job doing the shit that she was doing. She was hitting with some Michaela with some shit that I didn't think she was gonna be hitting Michaela with, and I was like, she wasn't big on that body. She was hitting Michaela in the face. She was hitting Michaela in the face, which was very, very strange to me. I was like, you the big girl. Why the hell is she hitting you up here like this? Michaela allowed a lot. I felt bad for my big dog, Michaela, because she was stunned. She came with a black force energy. I just knew she was gonna be on some shit. She didn't go in there and do what I thought she was gonna do. She let Alicia run that ring on her instead of her being the dominant person in the ring. You've been doing this longer than her. You should know ring generalship overseas, that shit means something. You gotta go in there and fucking boss your way around, or else they gonna get you. And y'all gotta remember, Alicia won that first fucking title over there in the UK. So they love her. She one of them now.
You know
So
what? I didn't even think about that, friend. You are so right.
yeah, so you gotta go in there and beat her up really, 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 really good in order for you to beat Alicia in the UK. Because the UK, they love Alicia. She got out there, she did a little dance on the way to the ring. They ate that shit up. I said, okay, go ahead, boss lady, get your thing on out there. And she did her shit. And I'm gonna tell you, we probably would have got a rematch for that fight if it wasn't for Michaela. I get everybody got beef. Alicia walked her big personality ass over there to hug Michaela after that fucking fight. And Michaela gave her the church shoulder pat. No, ma'am, this baby wanted to embrace from you. She wanted you to, I want some fucking respect. Hug me, bitch, so I can give you what you want again. You don't want to respect me? Fine. I'm gonna take this shit somewhere else. Like my son's football coach told them kids yesterday, if you can't do it, I'm gonna get somebody else to replace you. And what she said, I'm gonna fight Joy now. Fuck you, bitch. Boop. Go for it, friend. Go for it.
So I understand. I get what you're saying. However, I have a thing about emotions right after a fight, especially a big fight like that. Like, I'm not a fan of boxers doing interviews inside the ring after a big fight like that. I'm just not an extensive interview. I don't like that because I know emotions are running high. And for Michaela, she really in her mind thought she won the fight. So when Alicia came over and hugged her and you said whatever she said, I understood because I'm a mean bitch like that. I understood. She hugged her, but she was still in her head going over that fight. Like, I'm not finna just hug you, and I'm not in that space right now. I'm sorry. I'm just not in that space right now. I respect what happened. I respect that you won. Okay. But I'm not finna, I don't know what you expect from me right now, but I ain't got that to give. Maybe 2 days later, after I watch the fight and I have my come to Jesus moment. But right then, she was still tight. She was very tight because in her mind, she thought she had won. And also in her mind, I heard what she said on another interview. She said she could tell looking at a Alicia looked like she is there. All the surprise on Alicia's face when they said she won the fight because she wasn't sure. It was that close. So I could understand Mayer's emotions. I could understand her attitude at that time. She still hadn't said nothing disrespectful about her. She hadn't said anything. She just said, I feel like I won the fight. And it was a close enough fight where I can understand why she felt like that. Now, also, when Baumgartner said, nah, she ain't giving that girl no rematch. Okay, sassy Frass, I get it. However, Troy don't want to fight nobody either. Troy has not been talking about fighting you or Mayor or anybody else. And if we being honest, the big money is in the rematch. And if you are that chick, like you say you are, like you know you are, it should be nothing to run it back for a bigger bag in the US at home, where you from, to talk your real good shit with all your real good fans. That's how I would think of it, but they don't like each other. So I understand both sides of that coin. If she don't want to give her a rematch, I get it. My question is this: if and when she beats Choi, then what? Is she gonna stay there and just defend her belts, or is she gonna move up or move down? What's happening? Because Michaela's saying she gonna move up if she doesn't get the rematch, and that's another thing I like about Michaela. She wants the rematch, but she quickly said, if she don't give it to me, I'm moving on. I'm moving up. There's nothing else I can do. I'm not finna bag a bitch. Is what I'm not gonna do. So I get that from both of them. Sorry. What is Alicia gonna do though? If she beats Choi, then what? I know your career is not over. So what you gonna do?
Not gonna drop them bitches and move on up.
She gonna move up or she gonna move down?
I think she gonna move up, friend. I think she got a couple of pounds to give.
Because this is the thing, the interesting thing. If they move up to 135, there's Katie Taylor. If they move down to 126, there's Amanda Serrano. So either way they go, north or south, it's smoke.
I don't want to see her fight Amanda. She beats the fuck out of Amanda, and
Who?
not even close. Alicia.
Oh yeah, I think Amanda's done. I want. Amanda's on her exit. Definitely. I agree with that. But I would like to know if she's gonna move up or if she's gonna move down. Because if she moves up, they gonna see each other again. If they both move up to 135, it's gonna happen again. And I can't wait. But congratulations, nonetheless, to Alicia, the bomb Gardner. She went over there and she did what everybody said she couldn't do. I thought Michaela was gonna outbox her. She did not. Michaela gave away those 2 first rounds. I think she came on stronger, and I think Alicia's punches were more impressive to the judges because they hit harder. But in my opinion, I don't think they credited Mayer with the jab. Her jab was pumping all night long, and she was touching Alicia up with it, but I don't think it counted as much as those power shots from Alicia Baumgartner. So she got the nod, and I'm not upset about it at all. Congratulations, exemplary win. Can't wait to see you back. Hope you get that fight with Choi. I hope she gets that fight with Choi so that she can be undisputed. I really, really hope they find a way to get that fight with Choi. I really do. But friend, the big fight of the night, because I thought that fight was going to give me all the explosiveness. I thought that fight was going to give me all the drama. We have been overlooking Clarissa and Savannah Marshall all week. We were so focused on Baumgartner and Mayer, but my good sister Clarissa said, I got something for y'all. Friend, first of all, I'm sorry, one more thing. We talked about Alicia's outfit. When I saw Michaela Mayer come out, I texted my friend, and the first thing I thought about was Count Dracula. She looked very Count Dracula-ish to me in that outfit she had on. Just a side note, y'all know how I am. But since we're talking about clothing, can we just talk about how Clarissa rolled up to the A2 Arena? Did you see how she came through? The energy that the quote came through on just, and y'all heard me call her the quote, right? I'm giving it up.
Yes. Clarissa came in that bitch as Clarissa Beyonce Apollo Creed Shields. You heard me? Clarissa Beyonce Apollo Creed Shields. She did. She came in that bitch. She drove in that bitch clean. She came out to that bitch clean, and she left cleaner than she started in the first place. I wasn't expecting that, friend. Like you said, I was expecting that previous fight be the one that's gonna give me all the wants and need that I wanted to get. But Clarissa Beyonce Apollo Creed Shields, she did her shit. She had a little dance at the beginning. First, I was like, oh no, not a little dance. And I was like, okay, go ahead. Sis got a whole routine. Came out. Savannah looked big. Savannah's a big fucking bitch. Like, no shit. That's a big old girl. Okay? But Clarissa was on some strong man shit. And I was like, wow. My only concern and hesitation in that whole entire fight from Clarissa, I couldn't figure out why the fuck she kept getting on them ropes. The ropes almost got her ass beat to be. I can't remember what round it was, but Savannah had hemmed up. Savannah fight like Tyson Fury. She like to put a weight on you. She will put that fucking weight on you if you ain't careful. And you get your ass in one of them corners on them ropes, that weight is on you. And she don't give a shit about none of that shit. Clarissa was like, fuck it, I'm gonna hit you with your own shit. You gonna lean on me, I'm gonna push you down too. What's up? She fought her like she was from Flint. Now, whatever your imagination do, when you hear the word Flint, whatever your imagination do, let it be done. Because she fought that girl like she was fucking from Flint. My friend be looking at me crazy when I say Oak Cliff. Until the other day we had a discussion. And when I said Oak Cliff, I didn't mean my friend's side of Oak Cliff. My friend grew up in the good, rich side of Oak Cliff. The side of Oak Cliff that I meant was the hood with a T. DT, the hood. I meant that side of town. She fought her like she was from that side of Oak Cliff. Very proud to see her. And then to see her story, all the shit that woman had been through, her childhood, everything that she been through, to see men shit on her because she's tough, because of the shit that she had to go through. She was raped. Her mom was an alcoholic. She used boxing as her way to cope with all of the shit that she was dealing with at home. And they got the nerve to pick on her because she tough. Fuck y'all. And I hope she continue to come out with that same middle finger perspective to people, because don't change yourself for them, because she was nicer. She was a lot open this time. Fuck that. Don't let these motherfuckers in your personal life, in your personal space, because they didn't give a fuck about you then. And don't let them put their empathy on you. You been that bitch. Period. That's all. That's it. Proud of her.
Very proud of her. I was extremely proud of her. I was tweeting all Saturday, which I typically do not do. But after I saw Clarissa beat Savannah Marshall the way she beat Savannah Marshall, because she beat her in a way that Clarissa did not have to. She fought her. She could have boxed her and it would have been an easier victory. But she fought her. Like she beat her ass. Like she wanted to beat her up just so she could show the naysayers that she got hands like that. She put hands and feet on Savannah Marshall. And I was just so proud of her after the beatdown. The way she spoke after the fight, the graciousness she showed the UK fans, even though they were booing her, she made them. That is how my grandmother used to call it nice nasty. That is how you make people respect you. And if after that you don't respect you, that says way more about them than it ever could about her. So the graciousness she showed afterwards, not only to the fans, but also to Savannah Marshall. I love to see the maturity and the growth of Clarissa Shields. She is a grown ass woman. You can tell. She's about to be a wife. She is just a grown ass woman, and it showed in everything that she did. The way she presented herself before the fight, the way she presented herself during the fight, the way she presented herself after the fight. She wore the crown. Okay, she wore the crown. And I had said Friday that I was hesitant to call her the GWOAT, and that the way that I could do it and feel right about doing it was if she knocked her out. Well, she didn't have to knock her out. The way she beat her ass was enough for me. I, at this point, am gladly calling her Clarissa GWOAT Shields. She has earned the title. Okay, earned it. Love that she gave out to the ladies just for putting on a great pre-fight. The build up to the fight was absolutely wonderful, and it did not let down once the fights got started, from the undercards to the main event. And Clarissa showed why she was the headliner. That's the other thing, because I know I was guilty of saying, the Mayor Baumgartner fight could have been the main event. The way it was building up, it felt like that could have and should have been the main event. But Clarissa said, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Fuck what you heard, what you thought. I am the main event. Okay. I'm her. She is me. I am it. Okay. I am women's boxing. If you want to see women's boxing, my pitch is there. Okay. So, congratulations to Clarissa Shields on a wonderful performance. Um, I just was so happy for her. I was so very happy for her. And she, like I said, she fought that woman like she fought her. She didn't have to fight her. And she said, she admitted in the post fight that she got hit in the eye in the 6th round and couldn't see, you know. But I couldn't tell that. She had a great poker face in that ring. Um, it was just an absolutely wonderful fight. And once again, shame on the commentary. Shame on them dumb asses for saying all that dumb stuff they were saying. If she's not careful, she's not on the ropes. You are boxers. You know what you're watching. Why y'all saying that dumb shit to these people? Why? What is wrong with y'all? Girl, that pissed me off. Friend, you're on mute.
I know, because of the word that I'm saying right now is going to get us banned.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But they are the things that are gray and got black things over their eyes that be digging in your trash can at night.
With lines on their tail.
With lines on their tail. See, we got Wheel of Fortune here. We got Guess What? What other games do we play here? But they are definitely those things that eat the trash in the night. And if you flash the light on them and they live close to you, they won't even run away. They'll stay. Hey, y'all, I'm out here. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna handle that shit in the trash for you. Yeah, them. That's what they are. And they get a little extra to go and shit on boxers of the same skin color of them, except for Andre Ward. The only person in his vicinity that's the same skin color as him is me. So I don't know. He's weird. All of them weird. And I didn't like the little Jerry curl hair that he got thrown up there now. I want him to comb that shit out and make it a fro. Did nobody tell you put that goddamn baby oil on your hair and shine it up like baby oil in water? That's all that's in his hair. Soft shit. Weird, soft young man. They need to grow up, really, the both of them. Like, it's going to take for people to start calling Timothy Biscuit Storm and all of them damn names like that for him to get. He a Popeye's biscuit out of all shit.
Dry.
Dry.
I don't understand them. I don't understand that. I'm so very disappointed in them for that. I mean, if they were not ex-boxers, I would still be upset. But the fact that they are actually ex-world-class championship boxers that know what they're watching, yet still relay a false message to the crowd, that pisses me off more than anything. And I'm with you, friend. I'm off the Frohawk. Now, you've been rocking that Frohawk for a long time, sir. Let's switch it up, okay? Let's just do something else. Take it down. Start over. The Frohawk this is out of style now. Ain't nobody wearing it no more. Okay?
Ain't nobody wearing that.
Twist it up or something. Do something.
No,
Just
he wet it. He get the oil. He put it in there and he rub it. He do his hair just like I do my son's hair because they got the same kind of goddamn hair.
I don't like that. I'm
I,
ready for the just.
but I tell you what, he a goddamn he is that. He very much so is. And he might as well just go ahead and be just a full white man. Cause that's what he get his ass up there and act like he ain't never got nothing to say. Even Shakur. He tries it with Shakur sometimes. He be sneak shitting on Shakur.
Well, there was some kind of rift. I don't know the intricacies of that, but their relationship is not what it used to be. So I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't
Like
get it.
I told you, light skinned people don't like other light skinned people. And then he just especially hateful he a colorist. Only people he care about is them folks that look like his daddy.
Alrighty. Well, okay. Well, mm.
Why you say that?
Why I said what? Well,
I saw you say. I heard you with my own ears. See, that's how I know that it's a lie. And you told it because your internet froze. You didn't want to hear you. And you said that man only respect the people that look like his daddy.
it wasn't me. And no boxing and barbecue. We're talking about Andre Ward. Yeah, but it wasn't me. But I can't say I disagree. It just seems so obvious that they're doing what they're doing. It's so obvious to the rest of the folks that look like y'all that y'all are just making a point to go against the grain. And I don't understand why. What is wrong with y'all? What
That's
is wrong?
that's what raccoons do. They eat the trash in the backyard that don't nobody want to eat. And ESPN paying their ass bottom barrel ass money because they ain't getting paid the rest of Joe Tessitore money. They ain't getting that shit. So they gotta get up there and they gotta shit extra hard on. Like I ain't like the commentary about motherfucking Devin.
Me, that's what I'm saying. It was awful.
Yeah, it's because Biscuit Storm and Mr. Ho Hawk they sit up and they get paid back end money to shit on black boxers. You can't make me understand that no other way than that. They getting the extra money for that shit. They don't never have nothing to say about no black. Can't anybody? A lot of people watch this show. Whole lot of people gonna go back and watch the replay. If you can leave in the comments, have y'all ever heard Ho Hawk have anything to say about a black fighter? What about Mr. Biscuit Storm? He started out having good things to say. Then he remember where he at. And then Mr. Biscuit Storm get amnesia and forget all the good stuff that he was saying. And then, oh, he's doing so bad and so poorly. Can anybody tell me anything good about a brown fighter that either one of them have said? Because they be sucking the shit out of that little Vargas boy dick. He
Oh,
just great, fantastic. And he be getting his ass beat to beat every time he get in the damn ring. Okay, I don't know.
you
Our
done?
Biscuit Storm need to get fired. What's that boy that punk do this that beat his ass up real bad? Who beat Timothy Bradley up? Made him forget what the hell he was eating the next morning. That goddamn girl had to feed him that food on a spoon. That boy forgot his ABCs and how to walk. He had a pamper on for that first week after that fucking fight because he couldn't do shit. Nigga feet probably didn't even touch the ground out the bed. He was just, can you come change the pamper? Cause I'm not help me. Them little bitty ass eyebrows. That's when she started working on that face.
Ma'am.
Y'all know I ain't good at names. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Who beat
Provodnikov.
him beat the fuck out there, boy. Say I ain't never been happy to see somebody get beat up. I was happy. when Tim got beat up.
Question: were you happy when Tim got beat up or when Darrell got knocked out?
Man, I don't know. That's about even. Yeah, that's about even. I can't say yay or nay to yeah to that. I'm just gonna say it's even. I very much so enjoyed Anthony Darrell getting knocked out, friend. It was the highlight of my weekend. I got right on Twitter. And you know, I love fucking with them people on Twitter. People was like, you switching up, you was just talking shit. Cause I made a post. I feel like Caleb should have knocked his ass out sooner than that. They was on there, you talking shit about Caleb. I came right to this goddamn show and clipped that part of that channel where I said I want that motherfucker stretched out like Jesus on the cross. It happened.
It did.
I did. I
It
did.
did.
I wish Timothy Bradley would have got stretched out like that too, but I'll take the beat the beat. The beat the beat is good enough for me. Bet you won't come back and try to get your ass in the ring.
No. No, he's very comfortable with what he's doing right now. He's extremely comfortable doing what he's doing right now. I'm not a fan. And it's so funny because they read their Twitter and they're reading it in real time because they were people were so upset and going in on them on Twitter that you could hear them try to change their opinions during the telecast. No, I want to make it clear she's winning this fight. No, but you said it could go either way just 2 minutes ago. Why would you even say that? What in your good mind would make you say that? What, Andre? Your name is Andre. Shit. Okay, I'm sorry. So listen, friend, is there anything else that you want to say to the good people about the wonderful fight weekend we had this past Saturday?
No.
No?
Have anything else to say to people? Thank the all praise to Allah. Anthony Darrell was on his back with a K. I appreciate that so much that I was happy. I'm so very much happy. We got a treat for y'all Friday. We ain't having nothing like no boxing guests, but we're gonna have a guest on Friday. We're gonna come in here and wholeheartedly, 100%ly cut up. My friend is probably gonna have a shocked look on her face because the mouths are gonna be really explicit. Y'all make sure that you pour you a big, hefty cup. Don't pour you no glass. You're gonna need a cup for Friday.
You're gonna need a red cup.
You're gonna need a red cup. A deep red cup at that.
Wink, wink. Yes. You're gonna need a red cup.
But we appreciate y'all coming in here all late. We late. All of our technical difficulties and all that shit. Either way, we enjoy doing what we do. We are tired. We are burnt out. But we are still here for the grind. And we will be back not tomorrow, but Friday.
Friday, guys. Friday. No, Bumpy Thompson. It's not Frank Martin. It's not a boxer. It's not a boxer.
We're going to have an extra lady.
Yeah, it'll be an extra female guest on the panel Friday. So you guys make sure you come back, tune in. Hopefully my AT&T is on its BESS behavior. And we shall see you guys on Friday. Thank y'all so much for staying, coming through and sharing a little bit of your Wednesday, hump day, Wednesday time with us. We'll see y'all on Friday. Thank y'all. Bye.